a potential Super Bowl champion, Cincinnati Bengals. Now, they're -3 at the Jets. Jets are a decent team, but Cincinnati's going to be running through a lot of teams in the AFC this year.
The Jets will cover. +3 on the Jets.
Cincinnati 23 and the New York Jets 22.
Dak is back. All right. So I've got Dallas. New York is going to break your bank account
I'll
this
tell you
week.
right now, the Giants will beat
All right.
the
I'll
Cowboys.
bet against your New York.
2, 1, game over. Giants win.
Welcome back, everyone, to Do You Want to Bet? As you can see here, for all your support, we've upgraded to a new studio. Thank you for that.
Yes, we did.
Maybe the upgrades will bring us some new fortunes with some of our picks.
Well, let's just speak for yourself, you know.
I am.
How well did you do last week?
We're talking about a new week today.
Oh, yes.
Let's forget about the 0-5 last week.
As you guys saw the highlights. Oh my goodness,
Look.
his picks were impeccable.
Look, it's a new week, and we've learned from our mistakes last week, and that's why we're going to give you superior picks this week. Thanks so much for tuning in.
All right, enough of your BS. Let's get going. All right.
Let's dive right in.
Okay, now you're gonna give us your top 5. Actually, let's start with your number 5.
So what I've got here is, you see the Detroit mug, the Detroit jersey. I've got the Detroit Lions -6 versus Tennessee. It's a home opener. Lions, who are traditionally a bad team, I know because I've watched every single game they played since I've been alive.
Well, you're also a homer though, so maybe
yeah,
not
but
objective.
They win their first game at home, even when they have a bad team. And looks the last week against the Colts, they actually have a good team. Tennessee didn't look good. They couldn't move the ball at all. And the Lions are strong against the run, weak against the pass. Tennessee's a run offense that favors Detroit, so I like Detroit to cover -6.
To tell you the truth, that one's a 50-50 game. But all right, what's your next one?
All right, next one. I'm gonna zag where everyone else is zigging. Everyone's raving about the Patriots. I don't think lightning strikes twice. New England might win, but 6.5 is too much. I got Miami.
Okay. All right, I can see that 6 can be strong. The Garoppolo, that's a good defense. All right, that one.
Yeah, maybe New England wins
All
by
right.
a field goal, but not by a touchdown. I don't see
Okay.
it.
All right.
The next one, I think this team, they're an underdog by 3. They can win outright. That's Jacksonville at San Diego. San Diego just lost Keenan Allen. They are going to be limited. They're going to rely heavily on Danny Woodhead.
Are you looking on my sheet? I think
You agree with me there? No, it makes sense.
I think you're looking at my sheet, man.
I didn't have to look at your sheet, all right?
Let's not cheat here. Let's not cheat here.
I wrote my sheet first, okay? No, Jacksonville, I think they're going to win outright. So +3, no question about it.
Okay.
I love Jacksonville in that game. Second, I'm going to be picking on Cleveland until they prove they shouldn't be picked on. Cleveland looked awful against a mediocre Philadelphia team. Baltimore -6. I'm not going to blink. Easy. Baltimore -6. Done.
Okay.
And then number 1 week shouldn't change this much. Carolina is still one of my Super Bowl favorites. San Francisco is still one of the worst teams in the league, but 13.5 points is a lot of freaking points.
That's a lot of points.
I'm going San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
And what makes me a little more comfortable about that pick is that Carolina, if you look last year, they won all their games practically, but they would let teams catch up late. They're not the type of team that covers
But
big
finally, you're making some sense this week.
See?
I mean, I was hoping we had a little conflict here, but
It was the off-season rust, okay?
Oh,
now I'm back on track.
this sounds like this week you might be a little bit well. But
All right, thank you.
those are not the games I
All right,
picked.
let me hear it. What do you got?
Okay. So the least confident I am is Bucks versus Cardinals. All right, the Cardinals are favored by 7. Now, I know the Cardinals are going to win. They were embarrassed. They didn't come to play against New England, and I knew New England was going to cover. As you know, I was 4-1 last week, and one of my games was New England against Arizona. Now, once again, I'm going against Arizona. I'm going to take the Bucks +7.
You know, Bucks were a team I thought had an outside shot to make the playoffs. Not a bad pick at all, even though Arizona could be Super Bowl bound, but still, it's a lot of points for a team that could score a lot.
I have no doubt Arizona's going to win that game, but not by more than 7.
No, I agree with you there.
So,
That's not a bad pick.
Bucks by 7.
Sure.
The next one, Chiefs and Texans.
Whoa.
All right. The Texans played well against Chicago, so everybody's big on the Texans. All right. And then the Kansas City Chiefs barely screeched out against, San Diego. Now, so you're thinking, oh well, great defense. Houston against Kansas City on the road. But see, that's why suckers fall in love with what happened last week.
So you're going the opposite.
I'm
way.
going Kansas City. Go always, I'm going to tell you guys, go always against the public. The public's going big on Houston. So
See,
pick Kansas
I didn't
City.
know, why would I thought that was a pick'em game. See, for me, I'm not touching it because I think they're fairly even teams, and I don't know which way to go. They both had success last week. For me, I don't want to touch
So
it.
Kansas City +2, all right?
All right.
Then the one we agreed upon, we can move on. Jacksonville against San Diego.
Great
San
pick.
Diego did well against. They did
had
well
a
against
crushing-
Kansas
a
City, but
crushing
then
show.
Keenan Allen is out. Keenan Allen's out.
And they blew the game.
And their defense is weak sauce. No Bobosa, their number 1 draft pick.
Babosa. I like
He's
that name. That's
he's a
what you call
babosa,
him.
let me
He
tell
is
you. He's a
babosa.
bamboon. He's a bamboon, all right?
Oh, God.
All right, so
Okay.
we agreed Jacksonville.
Concur.
Guys, maybe you guys should load up on Jacksonville then. Jackson +3. Now, my second confident pick is Eagles at the Bears. People, I love what Carson Wentz. They think he did great against Cleveland.
You're going Chicago?
I'm going Chicago
No. Oh.
at home -3.
It's a home opener Monday night. I like going the opposite way in a primetime game that people are going.
No, but everyone's going to go for Philly. They saw Carson
No,
play
that's-
well.
And that's why I like that pick. But again, still, I'm not very comfortable picking that one because they're two bad teams, and it's hard to predict what two bad teams against each other are going to do. So for me, I wouldn't touch it. If I did, though, I'd agree with you there. So what's the number one?
All right, Chicago. So Chicago, everybody knows Chicago -3. All right. Now, once again, Dallas against Washington. Washington is also favored by 3.
Keep going.
Everyone loves Dak Prescott. He played. They think he played well, but Dinkin Dunks is not
He needs to go
true.
downfield. He needs to look at Des Bryant.
I'm
He's
telling you.
young. He'll learn. Go for it. Let me
All
hear
right.
it.
Then now Washington. Now everyone thinks they're down on Washington. They got killed by Pittsburgh. Once again, you always want to pick a team that had a horrible week, especially if they're good, especially if they're better than the team they're playing. You
Okay.
always want to pick the team that was embarrassed the week before, that's playing against a team that they're better than. They're going to come out with fury. Washington will beat Dallas -3. Pick Washington. That's my number 1 pick.
I think you just persuaded me on that one. That's pretty sound logic.
All right.
I'm going with 4 and 1. I'll
Okay.
agree with you there. They're not
Okay.
on my list, but if I have to add one, I'll add Washington.
Well-
who I like also.
If we look, everyone, I want everyone to look at the record. All right. Last week 1, 4 and 1.
That's last week.
Against
Why are we-
what
why
did
are
you
we
get
even
last
talking
week?
about last week? It's the past. Okay, it
You
was
got it all
bad.
in 5. All in 5.
Other than Washington, every team I picked was winning at some point and was covering. The New Orleans game, I mean, Oakland Raiders saying we're not going to kick that extra point, we're going to go for 2 and throw a lob ball to Michael Crabtree of all people. Michael Crabtree for the.
All right. We don't want to hear what ifs. All
I
right?
need to forget. Like we're moving on.
All right, moving on. Week
We
2.
learn from our mistakes, and you
You
will
guys-
learn that from here on out, I will be the superior analyst,
Please.
superior
Don't
better.
even bother. I want
And-
you guys not even to listen to this guy.
Right
All
now, they want to bet with me. But so
I
I'll
don't
just
think-
ask you.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
even
anyone
ask
wants to
if
bet
you want to
with you.
bet. You can ask if they want to bet. I won't ask.
Well, all right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And until next week, we'll see who's still on top and who you should bet with.
Go Lions.
Cheers.
Cheers.